Hello, my name is Eric Abaki, and I'm going to start you out with a little story first. Just imagine you're riding with your park, with your significant other, you guys have kids, you're rolling by, and you have your babies there, and if you had a choice whether or not to be influenced by 4,000 chemicals just by walking through the park or not, pretty sure you all know what you would choose. And that's what happens when smoking cigarettes are allowed in public parks. So my main claim is going to be that smoking bans in public have proven to be beneficial, and with my secondary claims being that smoking bans in public have proven smokers to quit, smoking bans in public have saved dollars and lives, and smoking bans in public places have been more environmentally friendly. So I'm just going to give you some background information on smoking so you get an idea of how people smoke. This is all according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. In California, 14% of people smoke, which comes out to 4 million people just in California. And among youth between the ages of 12 and 17, which is illegal to smoke, 7% of youth all smoke. So start off with my first claim being that smoking bans in public have proven to cause smokers to quit. A study in England on indoor public places showed that the study echoes other findings on health benefits of England's ban, which was implemented as part of the UK-wide effort to prohibit smoking in indoor places. The ban led to the largest decrease ever in smoking ever seen in England, with an estimated 400,000 people smoking within the first year the ban was implemented. And also, asthma-related hospital admissions from secondhand smoke of children fell by 12% in the first year, and they fell by another 3% in the following years after. Just some basic information on secondhand smoke, trigger of asthma, and how cigarettes affect people is that smoking in all the smoke and the tar damages your lungs, which causes lung failure and lung cancer. And when you inhale smoke, the way it affects your bloodstream is that when you regularly inhale, you intake carbon dioxide into your system. And then when you smoke with a cigarette, all the smoke and bad carbon dioxide infiltrates your blood system, basically messes all of it up. And the cilia, it's like hair-like structure along your throat, it basically covers it all throughout the chemicals and causes 20 minutes for your neck to heal from the cilia from one cigarette. My second claim is that smoking bans in public could save dollars and lives, and when people think of like quitting smoking and cutting it down, they think businesses are going to suffer and everything. But in 2013, a U.S. government research project showed that smoking bans and subsidized housing, including public housing, would save $521 million a year, and with the bulk of it being from healthcare, $341 million would be saved just from healthcare, saved alone just from people having public bans. From that same study, evidence showed that research of multifamily housing are exposed to secondhand smoking, even if they live in a unit where no one smokes. Nearly 63 of the 79 million people in the United States live in multifamily housing, and from those housing that banned smoking, 28 million of those people still reported secondhand smoke coming into their houses. And this is all according to the Nicotine and Tobacco Research Company, and it later states that 50,000 people die every year from secondhand smoke. My third claim is going to be public lands have proven to be more environmentally friendly. When you smoke, you toss off the cigarette butts, and cigarette butts are non-biodegradable, which means they can't be broken down by like living organisms or that. They're just left there. People flick them on the ground, go into the sewers, flow into the oceans, things like that. And when people go to the beach and whatnot, you see all the cigarette butts and trash laying on the ocean from our waters. And that basically means that when your cigarette butts, research has shown cigarette butts are the most collected items on beach floors and things like that. And a study was shown that it's estimated 1.69 billion pounds of cigarette butts are littered in the world. And in 2004, a study at Italy's National Cancer Institute in Milan showed that air pollution by cigarettes is 10 times greater than that of a car. And a study was done that showed that three cigarettes that were left smoking for 30 minutes caused 10 times more pollution in the air than a car left running for 30 minutes. So basically, in conclusion, smoking bans have been proven to be beneficial due to smoking bans in public have caused smokers to quit. They've saved lives and dollars, and they've proven to be more environmentally friendly. Thank you.
All right, Eric, you ID the claim very clearly. I think that you label the secondary points also pretty clearly. What I was most happy about was that you tried to focus on those secondary claims that involved making some inference as opposed to simply repeating factual data, and I thought you did a pretty good job on that. I did think that you had pretty clear transitions in the body of the speech, so it was easy to follow. The example that you have of the English ban, I think, is pretty convincing, although you do need to give us a little bit more context about what that ban entailed and whether or not it is comparable to the bans that have been imposed, for instance, here in the States. That was the one place where I thought that there was a little bit of an issue, because there's not a lot of demonstration that the bans have had impact in other places. The best place that you have proof that this had an impact is in the number of people who decreased smoking, which is this English ban. And like I said, we got to make sure that that's banned in public places so that it compares to the thing that you're talking about. But after that, I didn't really hear much that talked about the effectiveness of those things. For instance, on the third point, when you're talking about the billions of pounds of cigarette butts, the first question that comes to my mind is, okay, so in those places that have banned cigarette smoking in public places, have they had a reduced number of butts in public places? And I didn't hear any information that talked about that kind of stuff. So that's something that would make that argument a little bit stronger. I know that the inference is that you're going to be able to do that, but that's an inferential leap. It's a bigger inferential leap if you don't have that data, and you want people to be making a smaller inferential leap because you think your evidence is a little bit stronger. All right, thank you.